Hi guys, welcome to another video. It's Dan Kennedy. We're having a look at Lansdowne B grade. Now this was Waratahs, so the I wouldn't call it the retiree league, but it's over 30s and a lot of strong riders here. The pavement is super smooth. You get really nice rolling sort of hills here. This is the Preem, and I've kind of gone for it. I haven't gone for it. And if you're sort of thinking and toing and throwing about going for the Preem, then you're probably not going for the Preem. So I saw this Sydney Uni guy. He's holding a pretty good pace. And I had an inkling that he was going to break away, which he did. So before I know it, we're smashing 60k an hour through the forest, and I'm just like trying to hold as close to this guy's wheel as possible in these really technical corners. And he's seen that I'm there, gives a bit of a flick of the elbow, and away we go. Now, pacing is really hard on this course. There's a lot of uphills, and when you're trying to establish the brake, you really want to put that power down. So I was way into the red here, but luckily we had another guy with us. So this guy has an awesome bike. This is a Canyon Aeroad, my dream bike. He's pulling pretty hard at the front. Even in the draft, I'm sort of at limit, and yeah, we're getting a really good sort of gap here. So I'm on the front again, pushing up hills, and I don't know how long I'm going to stay in the brake, and who knows really how long you can stay in the brake. You kind of half ride to your power, but you're also half riding to just see if you can get that gap, because often if you get a good enough gap, well, they might just give up and forget about you. If you're out of sight, you're out of mind. And we were definitely out of sight at this point. This rider in front of me had bridged, and so we got 4 strong riders. Well, 3 strong riders and me. I'm a bit of a sprinter instead of a breakaway specialist, but I was going to give it a red hot go. And yeah, so we stayed away for quite a long time, which was great. I didn't know how long we'd be out for. And this is a long race, and my power meter died. My Garmin actually froze, which I think was due to daylight savings. But everything was going wrong. So I'm not even doing 30k an hour here. I think the data was incorrect at this point. But we got caught eventually, as you can see, and I'm going backwards really quickly. And if you're in a break and you get caught, well, you really need to just do a bit of a sprint, see what legs you have left, and just hop on a wheel. This is a 55-minute race plus 1 lap, so almost basically an hour's race, and I just sat in for the rest of the race. So I had a good sort of 20 minutes to sit in the middle of the bunch before I started to move up. So this is the last lap, and yeah, you can see I'm in the top probably 20 to 25 riders here. Coming up, there's an uphill before the sprint. So there's not a lot of room either side, so you really need to pick a time to move up. So I'm behind this guy. He's a good draft, but I really want a few places. So you see, we have a bit of a sprint here. Suddenly, I've moved up sort of 6-7 spots. So a little bit of effort goes a long way, and I'm behind this rider, which seems strong enough. This actually was the guy in the breakaway, and he's gotten me a few spots here as well. So now we're in the sort of the top, I'd say 10 to 15, and the pace picks up. He follows, quite a strong rider. You can see he's followed straight on. And I'm trying to push my way in here because I know that there's a corner coming up and I really want this wheel. So I'm battling for this wheel. I'm straight in on the wheel, and now I'm top 5, which is perfect. So the breakaway rider is getting brought back just in time. Really bad timing for him, and I'm just going for a bit of a sprint here. Sprint. Run out of gears, change 2 gears, and then I'm off again. Second sprint, and across the line. So yeah, I'll show you that from another angle. But basically, I didn't realize I had that much of a gap, and yeah. turned out to be a really good race for me. Really enjoyed it, and only the third B grade victory I've had this year, so pretty happy about that. I'll see you guys next time.